It's just tears of joy, tears of no struggle no more.
The issue is people don't like the look or the stench of homelessness.
I'm willing to work. I'm educated. There's no reason why I couldn't be back in.
Cincinnati, a city in the state of Ohio, is known for its beautiful parks and a mix of modern and historic buildings. But behind all that beauty, there's another reality that often goes unseen. People without homes take shelter under bridges, hide in alleyways, or sleep on sidewalks with nothing but cardboard beneath them. Amid the city's progress, thousands survive on the streets, facing cold weather, constant hunger, and a deep, lingering sense of loneliness. Cincinnati, like many other major cities in the United States, is facing a growing homelessness problem. According to the latest data, over 6,000 people are officially recorded as homeless in this city, though the actual number is likely much higher, as many remain uncounted or choose to stay hidden. Of those recorded, most are individuals who sleep in public areas, including sidewalks, parks, and even beneath the well-known Ohio bridges. When night falls, people without shelter often search for a safer corner to rest, battling extreme weather, lack of food, and the constant uncertainty of life on the street. One of the main factors behind the city's high number of unhoused individuals is the worsening housing crisis. Rental costs keep rising, while many workers' wages simply can't keep up with the ever-increasing cost of living. On top of that, the struggle to find stable, decent employment traps many people in a cycle of poverty, making it incredibly hard to break free from their situation. In many cases, mental health challenges also play a major role for those living on the streets, keeping them from securing jobs or accessing the care they so badly need. But homelessness in Cincinnati is not just about lacking a place to stay. On a broader level, homelessness reflects deeper social and systemic issues, including limited access to health care, especially mental health services, substance abuse problems, and the harsh stigma attached to those living without homes. Often, people stuck in this reality feel cut off from the rest of society, ignored, judged, or even looked down upon by those who don't fully understand what they're going through each day. Most of the homeless individuals in Cincinnati can be seen as people caught in a difficult cycle, one that's incredibly hard to escape without proper support and meaningful assistance. For those who live without a permanent home, every single day becomes a fight just to stay alive. Many homeless individuals in Cincinnati rely on whatever they can find to build makeshift shelters. Temporary tents made from plastic tarps or used fabric often serve as their only refuge, even though these materials offer little protection against harsh weather conditions. Food and clothing are basic needs they must find a way to meet. A large number of the homeless depend on soup kitchens operated by local charities or community groups, which offer free meals to those who need them. These kitchens don't just provide food, they also give a small sense of comfort in a life filled with daily struggles. In addition, some of the homeless also rely on clothing donations from churches or social organizations that care about their well-being. But even with this kind of help, many still find it hard to access these basic needs regularly. Another major challenge is protection from the elements. In winter, extremely low temperatures can become deadly for those with no shelter. Many who sleep on sidewalks or under bridges survive with just a thin jacket or a worn-out blanket to keep warm. When heavy rain falls, their tents are often too weak to keep the water out, forcing them to endure worsening conditions. Meanwhile, emergency shelters provided by the government or nonprofit groups often have limited space and can't always take in everyone who needs a safe place. Local communities and nonprofit organizations play a critical role in supporting the homeless. Beyond offering meals and shelters, they also provide a range of services, such as counseling, addiction recovery programs, and job training to help the homeless build a better and more stable life.
Too cold that I couldn't get myself together. I've never been delirious or anything like that from the cold.
Yes, in the end, living on the streets is not just about surviving hunger or braving the cold nights. More than that, they face constant social pressure coming from all directions. One of the biggest challenges that homeless people in Cincinnati face, and it's the same in many other cities, is the stigma placed on them by society. Many still view homeless individuals as a burden, or worse, as a threat. They are often looked down upon, avoided, and treated as though their existence is something shameful. These views can make many of them feel isolated, as if they are no longer seen as part of society or even as human beings at all. Aside from stigma, life on the streets is full of uncertainty and danger. With no walls for protection, they are especially vulnerable to violence or theft, sometimes even by fellow homeless individuals who are also struggling just to survive. Their personal belongings, which are often all they have left, can be stolen at any moment. And then there are outside threats, like verbal or physical abuse from people who have little or no empathy for their situation. At night, even sleeping becomes risky. They have to stay alert constantly because there really is no place that can be considered completely safe. Extreme weather also brings its own serious challenges. In winter, temperatures in Cincinnati can drop dangerously low, sometimes below 0 degrees Celsius. Without heating or proper shelter, lives can be lost to hypothermia. In the summer months, excessive heat can lead to dehydration or even heat stroke. For those who live outdoors, the weather isn't just uncomfortable, it's a matter of life and death. Many homeless individuals also have to cope with untreated mental health issues. The pressure of life on the streets, the loss of direction, and the constant loneliness drive many to suffer from depression, anxiety, or other mental disorders. In many cases, the situation is made worse by dependency on alcohol or drugs. These substances often become a form of escape, a way to dull the harsh reality they face every day. Sadly, access to mental health care is very limited, especially for those who don't have official documents or a steady source of income.
It's bad, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying, to make the best things turn out right. I take it and ride with it, and I pray.
Addressing homelessness is not a problem that can be solved overnight. The city government of Cincinnati has started to shift away from short-term solutions and move toward more sustainable approaches. The current focus is on providing access to permanent housing, mental health support, and job skills training. These programs may not be perfect yet, but they represent an important first step in helping people rise above life on the streets. Alongside the government, local communities and volunteer groups continue to take action from the ground up. They don't just offer immediate help, they also work to build support networks, create safe spaces, and raise awareness so that the issue of homelessness is not forgotten or ignored.
I'm willing to work. I'm educated. There's no reason why I couldn't be back in a normal person in society like everyone else, but I can't hold down a job because I won't be able to get there on time every day and be clean when I get there.
For many homeless people in Cincinnati, their hopes are simple: to live with dignity, to have a roof over their heads, a job that provides stable income, and the sense of safety needed to start over. But to reach that point, they need more than just a warm meal or a temporary bed. What they truly need is opportunity, a chance to be accepted, to work, and to rebuild the life they once lost. Public awareness and empathy can be the key. Not everyone can help on the front lines, but everyone can take small steps by not judging, by spreading awareness, or by supporting social programs that put humanity first. Behind the tired faces seen on the streets, there are stories, and within every story, there is always a possibility for change, as long as someone still cares.